All right, every weekend when I referee soccer and I have girls games, the girls teams all warm up with the same kind of warm-up drills that I believe are from either the FIFA 11 program or potentially the PEP program from Santa Monica. And they're designed or they're advertised as injury prevention programs, and especially for ACL injuries, which is a problem in soccer, it's a problem in basketball, volleyball, non-contact ACL injuries for female athletes. And so one of the exercises that they do, and I'm going to demonstrate, is just basic 2-foot jumps over cones, all right? And there's nothing wrong with the exercise, but the way that I see it executed creates a problem, okay? So first, the way that they do it is they look at the cones as they jump, okay? So jumping through, they would have 6 to 8 cones, and they're jumping like this, okay, with their head down looking at the cones, as opposed to keeping my eyes up and jumping over the cones. Now, the reason why I believe the eyes up is important is first, that's the purpose of this drill, okay? So jumping over a 2-inch cone is not any kind of max vertical jump improvement or reactive strength improvement, anything like that. The purpose really, to me, is kinesthetic awareness. So can I anticipate my landing when I'm in the air and then jump again? Do I have enough strength then to be able to land and jump without having to take an extra little hop or jump or step or hesitation? And if I'm looking down at the cones, my visual system is taking over. My visual system is telling me exactly where I need to jump, where I need to land, etc. Second thing is, when I'm jumping with my head down, that's a different posture that I'm going to use when I'm in a game. So if I'm to use it in basketball, if I'm going to shoot a layup or shoot a jump shot, if I'm a soccer player heading the ball, if I'm a volleyball player hitting the ball, whatever it is, I'm not going to be looking here. My target is always in the air, okay? Whether I'm heading the ball, whether I'm shooting, whether I'm hitting a volleyball, but my target is up. And so I have to, in a game, I have to be able to jump and land safely without looking at the ground. And so this is an exercise that can be used and is a decent exercise, but the cones to me present a problem because the cones encourage the player looking at the ground as opposed to just jumping forward either as high as possible or as far as possible without any cone there to constrain the behavior. The other problem then becomes with the cones is the absence of instruction. So if the players are allowed to jump through the cones on their own, the natural reaction is, oh, there are cones there. The objective is simply to jump over the cone. The instructions can correct that or change that behavior and say, no, the actual objective is not just to jump over the cones, but to jump over the cones with your eyes up without having to look at the ground on your landing. And so if a coach is going to put out cones that basically take the place of instruction, they're misguiding the behavior and they're training the wrong things. So if you're going to use cones, you need to add that instruction to make sure that the athletes are getting the full benefit of the exercise, or simply have them do the same exercise without cones. Have them jump forward, eyes up, maybe even catching a soccer ball or heading a soccer ball, something like that, in basketball, catching a basketball, something like that, so that it becomes more similar in terms of the demands and the posture that are going to be used in a game.